so once you've gone through each guest one-on-one in the bathroom and you've gone through their clipboard and you've understood their specific skin concerns, you get everyone to potentially come back to the table. They might be sort of, mingling and having a drink in the kitchen or having a little bit of a nibble, and you can get them to come back to the table, and then we'll start our product experience. So you can get them all over. So how are your faces feeling after the cleanser?
Great, really soft.
Oh, good softness is one of the things I absolutely love about that particular cleanser. So just before we go into the next stage, there's one thing I completely failed to tell you about one of the forms that's in front of you, and that is just down the bottom section, there's actually a wish list. That wish list is really for you to write down products that you really, really loved how they felt on your skin, or things that you love the fragrance of. That wish list definitely isn't an order form. It's actually for you just to remember what products you love, so that if there was anything you wanted to order later, you can either see if it fits into one of our customized packs, or I can make up a pack for you and get the cheapest possible deal for you. And just next to that as well, there's actually a little section called My Arbonne Colours. And you can actually fill out, because I will be colour matching you to some of the makeup today, so you can actually write down what colours I colour matched you to, so you know exactly what you use today, which is really helpful. Just one thing about that wish list though, it is just a wish list, it's not an order form, so I'm not going to lock you into anything if you do put it down, so don't be worried if you've got like 12 things on there and you think it is an order form. It is just purely a wish list. All right. So we're now going to start our really fun product experience, and I'm going to refer to my notes because we've actually just recently reformulated this range, and so I'm actually still learning a little bit about it as well, but I've been using it now for about 4 weeks and I'm absolutely loving how my skin is feeling. So please forgive me if I refer to my notes. I just want to make sure I give you all the awesome information about all the cool ingredients that's in there. So we've just gone through into the bathroom and we've used our eye makeup remover, and then we just use this beautiful cleanser to also remove all of your makeup if you're wearing any, or all the sort of grit and grime and other environmental factors that do find their way onto our face. And I love this cleanser because it does, as I said in the bathroom to some of you, tick both boxes. It's not a foaming cleanser and it's not a creamy cleanser. It sort of falls in between both, which is one of the things I love. And because it contains plant-derived moisturisers, it's actually not going to strip your skin of its natural oils. And when you go through that process with other brands, it actually is where bacteria can get in, because all your skin is opened up. It's removed all that natural oil. So it's really great to know that our cleanser doesn't do it. So the next amazing step, and one of my absolute favourite products, is actually these little bad boys here, which is called our Genius Resurfacing Pads. I love this product because it's a total multitasker. If you have written on, and I know a couple of you did have on your forms, one of the skin concerns that you experience is skin pigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles, or the aging process once you sort of are over 25, or like me being closer to 40. It helps reduce fine lines and wrinkles. It helps significantly reduce skin pigmentation. It helps actually with some of my clients minimize broken capillaries under the surface of the skin. And it actually kind of operates like Pac-Man. If you remember Pac-Man from the 80s, the little things that come along and like munch up all the balls, that's what this is doing, because this is a topical exfoliant. So it's actually removing all the dead, dehydrated skin cells that are sitting on the surface of your skin to reveal beautiful baby fresh skin underneath. So you do use this product just at night time. So you cleanse morning and night, and then you would just use the Genius Resurfacing Pads at night time. So with this product, I'll just get you one of these pads. They don't smell very nice, so I'd encourage you not to smell them. There is a grain-based alcohol that forms in the pad, and that's actually very important for the functioning of the product, to actually deliver into that base layer, what I was talking about, where Arbonne's products work. So to use the product, now that I've sort of handed it around to everybody, you just very gently, you can use your mirror in front of you, just very gently sweep the product, avoiding your eyes, across your entire face. So you can even go in a slightly upward motion with that little pad, it will you'll feel the pad is quite rough, but that's actually not what is exfoliating your skin. It's actually the solution. So if you love this product and you buy it, it actually won't come like this. It will come with a little green bottle, sort of similar to this one, with the solution in it, and 60 dry pads, and you basically pour the entire contents of the solution into the dry pads, chuck the bottle away, and you just store it like this, so that the first pad you're using on the bottom, which is actually the top, is got the solution on it, and you'll just use one of those every single night. So I can take those from you. Before I just take that little pad though, I just want you to have a little look at it, if I can unfurl it from in here. If you have a look at that pad, you've just used a really good quality cleanser, but you can probably see, especially if you hold it up to the natural light, that there's a little bit of grit, a little bit of oil, and a little bit of surface makeup that's actually come out of your pores, which is one of the reasons why I love this product, because it actually penetrates that top layer of the skin and goes into your pores. It almost scoops all the gunk out. So it's really, really awesome. It's one of my favorite products. Now you will find that that product does leave your skin feeling a tiny bit oily. That's going to disappear as soon as we put on our beautiful toner. And it's going to be absorbed straight into the surface of your skin. So that's the Genius Resurfacing Pads you just use at night time up here. And then step 3 is the toner. So to use the toner, I love this product because there's no product wastage, so you're not pouring it into a cotton wool ball and then chucking most of the product away. It's actually a beautiful light mist, and it also acts like an awesome makeup setting spray. So you can actually hold it about 30 centimeters away from your face, close your eyes, and I've got a full face of makeup on, so this is also going to sort of set my makeup and just very kind of lightly mist your face. If you have false eyelash extensions, or you're wearing fake eyelashes today, you can actually just put a couple of spritzes into your hand, pat your hands together, and then pat it onto your face. So I'm just going to pass that around so you can all experience it. So whether you choose to mist your face or actually mist each other is quite fun. It's really refreshing to have that spritz. Another couple of amazing benefits with this absolutely awesome toner is it's totally more than just a toner. It actually contains vitamin B3, which actually boosts your skin cells' immunity and the skin repair mechanism. And it also contains Siberian ginseng, and I actually Googled this to find out a little bit about this particular ingredient. But Siberian ginseng does 2 things. If you're actually if you're actually sort of feeling like a little bit low, like if you're at work and you're like, oh, I'm not really having a great day and your mood is quite low, Siberian ginseng actually will physically elevate your mood. So you can actually keep this toner at your desk and sort of have a bit of a mist, and it will actually physically lift your mood through the Siberian ginseng. And if you're actually also feeling a little bit stressed, Siberian ginseng also does, because it has as a mood, it sort of impacts your mood, it actually can reduce your stress. So it's not only an awesome toner, and the toner actually facilitates the absorption of the product, so it has a very specific purpose. It's not just special water, which is what I used to think it was. It facilitates the absorption of the products that you're about to put on. It helps lift your mood or calm you down if you're stressed, and it also is a makeup setting spray, so it's a complete and utter multitasking product. It's packed full of antioxidants, it's loaded with vitamin C and E, which regenerate skin tone and firmness. An amazing thing is, I know some of you mentioned this, if you're experiencing that you find you have large pores, this actually helps minimize your pores and restores your skin's pH balance, which is mission critical if you're trying to sort of fight that war on aging. Keeping your skin at the correct pH will minimize the aging process. So I really love it for all of its functions, not just what I mentioned. So if you love that product, you can obviously write it down on your wish list. Don't forget that you've got your wish lists there. So the 4th step in our process, I'll just pop this one down so you can see my little aids, little visual aids here, is our amazing Intensive Renewal Serum. I don't even know where to start with this product because it's so good. Like I could never think that I'd get so excited about skincare, but I just know the benefit that this has had on my skin, and that's why I absolutely love sharing it with you. So if you love some of these benefits, you'll absolutely love this product too. It's totally the hero in this entire range. It actually contains peptides. So for those of you that know a little bit about skincare, you probably have heard the word peptides bandied about in all of the beauty salons and beauty industry, because peptides actually act as little cellular messengers, and they actually instruct cells on how to behave. So, e.g., produce more collagen. And if the cell is damaged, like if it's got a little bit of sun damage, then it actually instructs them to behave like a healthy cell and create more healthy cells around that damaged cell and reproduce more cells. This product also contains alpha hydroxy acids, or AHAs, which a lot of people have heard about in beauty salons, which actually breaks down the glue that holds all of those different layers of your skin together. So I've got another little diagram here. So in here, all these layers of dead skin that are held together by the glue, it actually breaks it down, so it facilitates that cellular turnover process, which is really what you want to do to minimise the wrinkles. It also contains sea buckthorn extract, which specific purpose is to lock in moisture. So we don't have that dull, dehydrated skin. And it's scientifically proven to diminish the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So how you use this product is you just pop a little bit, you only need sort of 1 pump on the end of your fingers, just rub your fingers together, and then you just sort of place it around your face, or you could pop it in the palm and then just place your palms on your face, and just avoid your eye area, so you can kind of look like a bit of imagine an owl, just avoid that area. And I'll explain why when we get to the eye cream. So you can just rub your fingers together and then just place it across your entire face. It feels so silky and smooth gliding on, and I love it for all of its benefits, similar to the toner. But those two go hand in hand because the toner is facilitating the absorption of this product, and this is absolutely doing all those amazing things that I said. So it really is the hero of the day. How does it feel? I know it feels so good. Brilliant. So we've now got our eye creams. So I've actually got a couple of different eye creams. The main one I've got on the table today, which I've got the other one just in my bag here, is our corrective eye cream. We've actually got two different eye creams, so you can let me know which one you want to try today. I've got both on hand to try. This core purpose of this particular eye cream is to reduce dark circles and puffiness, whereas our other one, which is in a little blue tub, its specific purpose is to lift and smooth the eye area out. So which one would you like to try today? The corrective eye cream. So to use this one, if you just get your ring finger, that one, and just turn it over, you only need literally that much. So half a rice grain, just rub your ring fingers together, and then you just very gently just place the product along that eye socket bone just here, and then just up along the side of the eye. So you're almost drawing like an L shape. Now you actually don't need to rub the product in, and you don't need to put the product right underneath your eye, because the heat from your face is actually going to naturally draw the product into your skin, so you don't have to pull on all that delicate area. You can probably recognise that the eye area is one of the first place to show the visible signs of aging, and there's a number of reasons for that, but it's mainly because the skin around our eyes is a third the thickness than the rest of our face. So because the skin is so thin, and because we actually have no oil glands around here, there's no moisture being pumped into the skin, so it does show those visible signs of aging first. Which is why I love using an eye cream, particularly either our lifting and contouring or our corrective eye cream, because it's hydrating that area. And I absolutely love this product, because the one makeup product I used to use before Arbonne was the concealer, because of my dark circles. And since using that concealer morning and night for about 3 weeks, I really noticed a significant difference in the dark circles under my eyes, even if I've had like a really late night. Like my little man was up for a lot of last night, so I haven't had much sleep, and I actually think I look pretty good. So I actually owe it all to that eye cream. I really, really love it. It definitely does what it says it's going to do. It's a total powerhouse product because it contains caffeine, and you probably recognise caffeine's a natural stimulant, and it's also got vitamin B3 in it, which helps retain that moisture. So really, really good ingredients. And then the step 6, as you can see here, which is really the last step in our skincare range, is all about moisturising for your face. So we have both a day cream and a night cream. We have actually 4 different day creams you can choose from, so you can completely customise this set to suit your skin needs. We have 3 day creams in this particular range. So we have 2 with an SPF, 1 without an SPF. One's just got a bit of more extra moisture than the other in terms of the other 2 that have the SPF. And then we've got, again, our lifting and contouring eye cream, which I've got just here as well. And it's got an SPF in it as well, and it's obviously its core purpose is to lift and smooth the skin. And then if it's nighttime, we've also got this beautiful night cream. So up to you in terms of what you'd like to use today. You have complete choice and freedom. I've got all the different day lotions and the night creams here. Which one would you like to try?
I'll try one with the sunscreen.
The one with the sunscreen?
So then of the 2, the extra moisture.
You want the extra moisture one? Well, this is the extra moisture. So I'll just pop a little bit of this on. And so how to use the, whether it's the day cream or the night cream, is you literally just rub your fingers together and you just place it across your entire face, just again avoiding that eye area. So if you want to try the night cream, and then you kind of just pass it around. So feel free to pass the products around. But again, sort of you can emphasise that less is more approach. And I often say, not because I'm being stingy with my products, it's just that you genuinely don't need more of it. It's not clinically proven to give your skin any more benefit if you use any more. And one thing I'll say, just as we finish this range, and before I ask you how your skin is the night cream, which I know some of you just tried here. As our body goes into rest at night time, it goes through that whole regeneration, rejuvenation process and repair mode. Our night cream actually facilitates that entire process while we're getting our beauty sleep. But the night cream actually contains hyaluronic acid, just my cat meowing in the background, hyaluronic acid, which is an amazing ingredient for its hydration and nourishment properties. Because did you know, like this is the most awesome fact, 1 gram of hyaluronic acid can actually hold 6 litres of water. like 1 gram for 6 litres, and the hyaluronic acid is in our night cream. So it's an amazing, amazing ingredient. So if you find as though your skin is quite dry, then using a really good quality night cream will help with that. But also on the flip side, if you find, I know some of you have said that your skin is a little bit oily, especially sort of combination skin, it actually could be that you just need to incorporate a really good quality moisturiser, because often skin overproduces oil to compensate for the dryness. So that's why a lot of people suffer from sort of weird kind of combinations of oily and dryness, because of the fact that their skin is trying to overproduce all of that sebum to compensate for the dry skin. So we have now essentially done a wrap on this range, and I know that I've been doing a lot of talking, giving a lot of information and education about what's in the products, as well as instructing you all on how to use it. But this literally takes 1.5 to 2 minutes to do every morning and every night. I do this every day with 3 kids, so I promise you it's not going to take you 20 minutes to get ready in the morning or 20 minutes to go to bed at night and incorporate this into your range. But how does your skin actually feel?
Really soft.
Feels really soft?
Yeah.
And does it feel different to, I guess, the ranges that you're currently using? Yeah?
Completely different.
Completely different, in a good way?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's exactly, that's why I love it so much, because you can actually physically feel the difference and see it. It's like your skin is glowing, Jackie. You can see that difference after the first use, which is awesome. Amazing. So we are now going to move on to our facial products. So these are products that you would typically use on your face, but obviously because we've just done a beautiful facial treatment, we're not going to wash all of those moisturisers and serum and eye creams off. We're actually going to do it on your hand and give you a hand shawl. So at this point, one of the things I completely failed to mention when I was doing the whole table setup was having one of these on hand. So this is just a spray bottle I got from a garden store, and it's just full of water. So having this and some Fibrella cloths handy at the table with you will actually enable you, meaning that everyone doesn't have to get up and go into the kitchen and wash the back of their hands with some water. So you can actually just spray their hands with some water and then wipe the product. Having these on hand will really help you speed up the process of giving everyone a hand shawl, particularly if you've got 8 people in the group. Sometimes though, you may actually make a judgment call on actually getting everybody up. If they've been sitting down for a while, you know, you did get them up to go into the bathroom, but if they've been sitting down for a while and you are like me and you love giving detail and you kind of gauge that the audience is receptive to you giving them that detail, it might be good to get up and just go into the kitchen next to where you might be sitting and just put some water on the back of their hand and put the scrub on their hand. But I'll let you kind of gauge the audience and gauge your guests on how that's going, and also how you're going for time. Because at the start and the beginning, you'll find that your group presentations do take a while to get through, just until you build that confidence and you kind of get into the flow of things. Mine took quite a long time, and then I've kind of got them down into a nice short window now. So gauge on what you want to do, whether you want to use the spray bottle or whether you want to use the kitchen sink. Awesome, so I'll then take them through the next 3 products. So as you can see from our little amazing little visual aid here, I am going to take you through the next 3 products. So this is an opportunity for you to give yourself a facial at home. There is no need to go and spend a couple of $100s and go out of your house at a time that might not necessarily be convenient for you. Go to a beauty therapist and get a facial from them. You can actually do this in your own home, and it is a salon quality treatment. So you are going to love how your hand looks, and you're actually going to be able to physically compare your 2 hands and see if you can see a difference. So we're only going to do it on one hand. So I'm going to get everybody to put the facial on their left hand, and then you're going to be able to compare it to your right one. You're going to have one hot hand and one not so hot hand. If you really want to even them both up, I'll let you, but you have to compare them first. So to use this product on your face, you literally just need to wet your face exactly like you did with the cleanser, and then rub a bit of this product in. So I'm just going to wet your hand with a little bit of that, and then pop a little bit of the product on. And then I'll just get you just to massage that product through. So obviously pretending that's your face, just massage the product through. You can actually feel that this is an exfoliant, but you can feel it exfoliating your skin. With the Genius resurfacing pads, it was a topical exfoliant. So you actually couldn't feel the little Pac-Man munching up all the dead skin on your face. Whereas this one, you can actually physically feel, I'll give you a bit more water if the product is sort of drying up a little bit to help keep it spreading. You can feel the bamboo and jojoba extract actually buffing the surface of the skin. So, and it smells absolutely amazing. I just keep this in my shower, and I use it a couple of times a week just to, in the morning instead of my cleanser, just to give my face a good scrub. So once you've scrubbed your hand, I'm just going to put a little bit of this and just wipe the product off. So if you were obviously in your shower or your bathroom, you would rinse it off. Or if you do prefer to wash your face with a wet hand washer or flannel, then you can obviously use that to remove the product as well. but you should be able to feel a difference just after having used that one product. And I love it because not only does it smell amazing, but you can actually feel it buffing the surface of the skin. And the next treatment product is this Cellular Renewal Mask. Oh my gosh, I know I've got excited about a couple of the other products, but this one definitely is one of my favorites. I play favorites with my children as well, depending on who's sleeping the most, and I play favorites with our products. This is one of my favorite products. So this is actually a 5-minute mask. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of this on. Just rub it across your hand, and you can just wipe your fingers once you finish rubbing it across your hand. And we're just going to let it sit there for 5 minutes. This literally is a 5-minute mask. Please do not leave this mask on for longer than 5 minutes because it is going to continue to work for as long as it's on your hand. So I would recommend that if you love the effect this mask gives you when you first get it, maybe just leave it on for 2 to 3 minutes because it's highly, highly active. So what's actually in this particular Cellular Renewal Mask is, again, this is like the Genius Pads in that it's a topical exfoliant. So it is actually like little Pac-Man munching up all that dead skin cells on the surface of your hand, which will obviously be your face when you use it as a facial treatment. And the product actually exfoliates on a much deeper level than the scrub that we've just used first. It contains alpha hydroxy acids, just like our serum, that actually dissolve the glue that holds all those dead skin cells together, so all those fresh baby cells can surface, and the dry dehydrated cells are lifted off. And one of the absolute reasons why I absolutely love this product is you get far superior product penetration with every single product you use after you've used this, because you've removed all that dead surface skin that it's going to just sit in and be absorbed by. So you've actually taken all of that off. So you get much better superior product penetration. And my makeup glides on because I have a beautiful skin surface that's just even tone, and my skin is actually glowing. Like, I feel like this kind of gives you that, you know how some people do pregnancy really well and their skin glows? This will give you the pregnancy glow without the pregnancy. So it really is a beautiful, beautiful product. So there's a couple of things you'll experience with this. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a really active mask. You might be actually experiencing a little bit of tingling on your hand already, but tingling, warmth and a flushed complexion are very normal and expected with this mask. So if you do buy it, please don't sort of have a freak out when you get home and use it and your face goes quite pink. It's very, very normal because it is active, but that will subside, that redness, over a short period of time. It'll take it, half an hour or so. So I absolutely love that mask. A bit of a useless fact while it's cooking is it actually contains pineapple and papaya enzymes, in addition to the alpha hydroxy acids and some of the other ingredients. And a little known fact, if you Google this, is pineapple pickers back in the sort of early 50s, I think it was, actually had no fingerprints because all of the pineapple enzymes that they were picking actually dissolved their fingerprints. So that's like a cool little useless fact that you probably take away tonight or today out of everything that I've said. You'll be like, did you know that pineapple pickers have no fingerprints? But that's exactly what this is doing, is it's just munching up all of that surface impurities in the dead skin cells. So it's a really, really awesome product. So what I'll do now is I'm just going to use this to take off that mask. So it's really important that you kind of keep an eye on the time. With this one, I often, at this particular point, might talk a little bit more, depending on how the group's going, about, if anyone needs a particular top-up of a drink. You don't want to get the group too distracted and away from the table, but just to sort of keep the mood really light while the mask is cooking, but you really only leave it on for 5 minutes. So realistically, by the time you've kind of got around and put it on everybody's hand, you'll be almost ready to take it off the first person. And you just go around with your little water bottle and some fibrella cloths and just remove that. So that is essentially, now the product has been removed. Literally, we're going to finish it with one last product, which is this incredible nourishing facial oil. So you genuinely do not need a lot of this product. I'm just going to put like a tiny little bit on and you can spread it right across that same hand. This nourishing facial oil, a lot of people get a little bit concerned if they feel like they've got a little bit of oily skin. It's actually not going to make your skin feel really heavy. It's actually an oil that is immediately absorbed into the skin, like you'll see it go straight through as well as I pass it around. And it's so, so beautiful and such a beautiful product because it's super hydrating without being too heavy, and it actually works at that cellular that I was talking about before. So it actually penetrates through this top layer and works at these cells to actually help those baby cells that are forming. When they come up, they're actually looking plump and healthy and hydrated. So the effect that it has on your skin over the next couple of weeks, if you do use this product consistently, will be really incredible. It's a really, really beautiful product. So that's a wrap on our facial. So it's really quick. You can do it on a Friday night, like in front of the TV. You can have a Friday night facials, do your scrub, put the mask on, pop the facial oil on, and then you can go and sit and watch, the footy on the TV or whatever's on. But if you look at your hands, can you see a difference? What are some of the things that you can see?
The moisture is just amazing.
You can see
So
it with
this
some
one's,
moisture.
yeah, this one's looking really paper thin.
Does it physically feel different?
Yeah, it does.
What can you feel on the hand that's had the treatment?
It's just hydrated like I've never experienced before. It's amazing.
Totally prepped her for this earlier. So clients should really explain exactly what Jackie's just said. Like their hands will physically look different. One will look light and bright and one will look rough and dull. They will physically feel a difference in the texture. Sometimes if people have any fake tan on, or if they've gone on a recent holiday, they will find because of the exfoliant, one of their hands will actually might look a little bit lighter because it actually is munching up all of that dead skin on the surface, which is where the fake tan or the tan that they've got if they've been on holidays has been. It's not going to completely remove their tan, but they might notice a slight colour difference. Again, that's purely because of the exfoliant. Another couple of really good questions is to ask them is, has it actually softened any of the lines? So if you look at the hands, and that's where that rough surface comes in, like they should notice a difference with the softening of the lines. And you can literally then say, like, this is the benefit of these products, like they actually do what they say they're going to do. So that, treatment you could do once or twice a week and easily incorporate it into your routine. So I really, really love it, and I do it once or twice a week, and it just makes my skin feel and look beautiful. So that is a wrap on our skincare range. So I've taken you through, I guess, a couple of our skincare basics, but I have like a really important question to ask you, and that is your skin worth more than a cup of coffee? The reason why I ask that is I kind of like to get the cost out of the way up front. Once everyone's heard sort of the introduction where I've been sharing a little bit about the brand and understand that it's Swiss and understand that it's ultra prestige, they love the products, I've definitely found in my experience, but then everyone's sort of thinking and freaking out, how much is this actually going to cost me? So I'm actually here to share with you that it's actually not going to cost you a lot. It actually works out to be about $3.50 per day. So you can actually get the entire set for $430 if you're a first-time purchaser of Arbonne products. So if you count out the products, essentially, what you're going to get for your $430 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 products, and you can pick your 8th product for free off the list, and those free products are actually worth up to $105. So you're actually getting nearly $700 worth of product for a little over $400. So, is your skin worth more than a cup of coffee? Because most people buy a cup of coffee a day, but, and it is delicious and it's a beautiful process to go through. But if you think about the long-term benefit that your skin is going to get when you use a range like this, like that is seriously the best deal going around, because you can get 8 products, which works out to be about $50 per product or $3.50 per day. This range should last you at least 6 months. So you're going to get 6 months from your cleanser and your toner and your serum. Your serum can sometimes last about 5 months, but you should get about 6 months out of it. Your day cream and your eye cream, whether you're using your lifting and contouring eye cream or the corrective eye cream, they're going to get about 9 months. And then your night cream is actually going to last you 12 months. So I'm being very conservative when I say it should last 6, because some products will absolutely last longer. But for about $3.50 a day, I actually think it's an amazing investment that you can make for your skin, because so many women, they only get one opportunity a year, whether it's for a birthday or a Christmas, to go and treat themselves to a really beautiful facial, whether they get gifted that or they pay for it themselves. You can have this system in your home every day for $3.50. Like, it really is a beautiful investment. And I know when it works out to be, I like putting this question out there as well, because often I find that the partners of a lot of my female guests, they go and buy a couple of slabs of beer a month, which works out to be about the same price. So you totally and utterly deserve to have this in your bathroom. So I just wanted to be really, really transparent on the cost up front. Yes, it's a hit on your credit card, that's $430, but you're going to get free shipping, you're going to get a free gift, you're going to get all of this in your home, and you're going to be looking and feeling exactly like you feel now, which is beautiful. So you can have a think about that as I go through to the next step. So we are now going to play a little game. Who loves games? Like, I love games to keep the fun in and keep it a little bit dynamic. So we're going to play a game called Deal or No Deal. Who has heard about Deal or No Deal before? It's a bit of a game show, I think, from like the 90s. I used to love that game. I'd be like, deal, take the deal. Oh, is it still on? Oh, wow. So here's how to play. I'm going to hand you each an envelope, but you are not allowed to open your envelope just yet. So you hand out all the envelopes. You usually would have 8 ready to go. And I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to say deal or no deal. So if you think that you can get a couple of your friends over to do exactly what we've done today or something different, there's actually quite a few different options that you can do. So you can basically get a few friends over and you can either do another makeup masterclass, do a facials party. We do these beautiful healthy happy hours. I do corporate workplace events as well. There's so much choice and flexibility, mother-daughter events. If you think you can get a small group of people together just like today, and you would like to have a free product for your efforts, then you say deal. If you don't want a free product and you don't think that you can get a few friends over, then you just say no deal. I think that's the thing they do, like no deal. But if you want a free product, then you can say deal and you get to pick what is in your envelope. But to sweeten the deal just a little bit more, for $35, in addition to the free product that you get to pick from your envelope, for $35, you can pick any product from our entire range. There's only 2 exclusions, and that is this amazing Genius Ultra device, which is our amazing ultrasound device, and our brush set. They're the only 2 things you can't have. But you can literally pick anything else, and our products are worth up to nearly $150 for $35. So you get your free product, and you get any product in our entire range, except those 2 I mentioned, for $35. So Jackie, deal or no deal?
Deal.
Deal! You can open your envelope. And then you basically just go around and you say, you know, Heather, deal or no deal? Amy, deal or no deal? Janelle, deal or no deal? And kind of drum up a little bit of excitement. Now, if you get sort of no one that's really that excited, then there's another thing that you can also say, which is you can either hold on offering that $35 product, and so just basically really pump up the free product and say you're going to get a free product, you're going to get access to the most exclusive deals that are only available to hosts. It's the cheapest way to buy our product. So if your wish list is really long and you want everything today, then the cheapest thing for you to do is to book a party, get your free product and get access to the host packs. So you can pump it up that way. If kind of everyone's like, oh, no deal, that's when you can introduce the $35 product offering. It's completely up to you. I actually like to kind of go out there with all guns blazing and go, you're going to get a free product and you're going to pick any product in our range for $35. The other deal sweetener that I have is where you can actually say to everybody, not only is there a massive what's in it for you if you take the deal, because you're going to get your free product, you're going to get any product in our range for $35, and you're going to get access to the best deal I can offer you. But beautiful Jackie, who's our host, so typically obviously you wouldn't give the host an envelope, but just hypothetically say Jackie was a guest today, you can say our beautiful host, like your friend X, Jackie or whoever, not only are you going to get a massive what's in it for you with your free product and your $35 deal, but Jackie's actually also going to get a $50 voucher to spend at your party for every single person that books a party today. So there's a big what's in it for you and a lovely what's in it for her. So who's in? Deal or no deal? And usually you'll be like, deal! And there's a whole training on why it's so important to get a booking from a booking in the other section of our website. So check that out if you want to understand why we do it this way. If you think, you know what, I'm not a game kind of person, this to me is just not my thing, don't play it. There is no requirement to play the game, but if you don't play it, you're going to actually have to ask for the booking, because it's important that your business keeps moving forward, that you get a booking or 2 bookings from every single booking you do. So that's where you can essentially go through this thing. So you don't have to put the deal or no deal flyer in here, and all the scripting is obviously on the back. You can basically put through here and do kind of like a commercial break. And you can basically say, I'm just going to have a really quick commercial break now, just after doing the skincare products, before we move into the makeup and make Jackie look even more amazing than she actually is. And just explain the different kinds of really fun parties and group presentations that you can actually book with me. So here is our host menu on what you can actually pick. And you basically just go through each of the parties. So you can have actual a makeup masterclass. We can do a basic makeup, or a makeup masterclass where you actually learn how to do a full smoky eye, how to do a little bit of contouring, keep your eyebrows on fleek, which is all in fashion at the moment, and how to actually correctly colour match your skin. They're so much fun. So you can book in a makeup masterclass. You can do exactly what we've done today and do like a skincare party with a little bit of makeup tapped on the end. We actually have these amazing spa parties where you can actually soak your feet in these delicious like bath soaks and try our massage oils and all of our detox rescue and renew range. which is heaps and heaps of fun, and sort of put a bit of a face mask on as well. And we also have our 30 Days to Healthy Living group presentation, which is really around gut health, like how to actually effectively take care of your system, what do foods do to you, and how to actually maximise your health. So if you're sort of thinking, I'd love to lose weight, I'd love to sleep better, I really want to find out how I can lose that brain fog in the morning and the reliance on coffee, then finding out about this program is actually a really, really awesome and very educational event. And like I said, there's also other ones. So we do hens parties, we do mother-daughter events, we come to your home, it's lots of fun, and we also do corporate events. There's so many options, and I'll talk to each of you about that at the very, very end to see who would love to book one of these in. So as long as you do either of those, whether it's the deal or no deal game, which is my preference, or whether you ask and I guess share a little bit about everybody, share with everybody what the parties are, you're ultimately going to hopefully get that booking and really try to get that booking from every booking.